Hello students, am I audible? Yes, we are live. Yes. Hello, all of you, quickly tell me a hi in the chat box. So there's no problem, right? You can clearly see me, right? Yes, good evening, good evening. Is there any issue? No, right? I hope there's no issue. Yes, good afternoon, good afternoon. I made you people wait a little, okay, because some delay was there. Okay, yes, good evening. Yes, okay. So students, welcome to Unacademy NEET English channel. I am Miss Gopika, your biology educator. So this is your one-stop solution for your physics, chemistry and bio. And if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, it's very, very bad because you have to subscribe because we have everything for your NEET 2024, right? Hello students, how are you all doing? How is all of you? How was your Diwali? I think after Diwali we met a lot of times on the special class. We did amazing MCQ sessions also. So those who were there in the MCQ session, I'm really upset on all of you. Okay, I couldn't see a lot of you, right? No, plant growth and development is not deleted here. You have transport and mineral nutrients which is deleted. From this chapter, we do not have photoperiodism, senescence, very vernalization, very small portions are deleted from this chapter. Okay. Yes, students, many of you did not attend my MCQ session. How many of you did not attend my MCQ session? I'm really upset with them. I know all the names who are telling me hi. I know who and all didn't attend the MCQ session. Students, we did, you will not believe, we did more than 90 plus questions for your respiration, and we also did more than around 70 plus questions for your morphology in flowering plants. Okay, and you can ask any of them who attended the session. It was so much fun, and it was also a realization that not just by knowing concepts you are going to be able to crack NEET, because your concepts are the foundation, but you also need to know the way the questions are framed, the way the the educator is thinking, how do they make the keywords, right? All that. Yes, I know most of you didn't attend. Okay, I'm really upset about you people. You should go watch the recorded session, because students, once you finish a chapter, the first thing that you need to do is do an MCQ to know how much you know, right? Okay. Students, okay, let me tell you about the families. Many of you have been asking. I promised you that last week I will do families. That is when Times of India came up with a statement telling that there is going to be a lighter syllabus. Okay, so I am waiting for that clarification. Once that is out, okay, because I am just hoping that the families get removed. So once that decision is done, or once that lighter syllabus is done, after that, even if still the families are there, I am going to take the families. Okay, because I do not want to waste your time. I do not want to waste your 2 hours sitting on a live, and later in case if that's not there, then we both are going to be disappointed, right? Yes, agreed. All of you got it. Jyoti understood, and who else asked me about families? Ganesh asked me about families. Is this clear? Okay, I had already put it on my Telegram, this message that telling that once the lighter syllabus is out, we will do families, okay, because we have very limited time and wasting time is not the appropriate thing. Okay, yes, great. Okay, students, let's start our class. Before I start, the board itself have started the class. It's like move on. Okay, so yes, growth. Now you people are in the growing phase of your NEET. Why do I say if you are in the growing phase of NEET? Because you are in the preparation mode, right? You are preparing, or you are growing slowly to become an amazing MBBS, to get an MBBS seat and become an amazing doctor, right? An amazing neurosurgeon, an amazing surgeon, an amazing pediatrician, gynecologist, anything among this, right? All of you have one set of goals. Now you are in the growing phase. Now what do I mean by growth, right? What do I mean by growth? Now we are talking about plants. Okay, when we talk about plants, we are sowing a seed, right? That is the first stage, right? I am sowing a seed, okay, and from the seed I am going to see the plumule rising and the radicle. This is the first stage. All of you are, understand, right? This is the first stage. I am sowing a seed. Seed is going to germinate, right? From germination, the seed is going to start developing your shoot, root. We already studied the parts of the plant. Okay, then plants are developed. Okay, leaves are going to be formed, flowers are going to be formed. Okay, whatever is supposed to be formed is going to be formed. Okay, Now, after that, the plant is going to reach its reproductive stage. So, this is your juvenile phase or your vegetative phase or the vegetative growth of a plant. Then it is going to reach where? The reproductive phase. It is ready for reproduction. So, again the same plant, right? Again the same plant. Okay. Now, it will be ready to say it will start flowering. Okay, it will start flowering. So, this becomes its reproductive phase. Agreed all of you? From the reproductive phase, right, after a long time and everything, this plant will finally, it will reach its what? Senescence, right? It will die or it will start wilting, right? It will, senescence will happen. Now, the same way a seed could start germinating, and at this stage, say it could even form a tree, right? It could form a tree. Now, from a small seed, right, from a small seed, how are we able to grow a complete tree, right? That is what you are going to study in this chapter. Now, we know about humans. You already know about your human anatomy. From an embryo, okay, from sperm to egg, fusion happens. From embryo to how we are all an adult. Now, I am an adult, you are an adult, right? So, according to how animals grows, we have to also understand plant growth, okay. So, in this chapter, so students, this is clear. Is this clear to all of you? Yes, correct. Juvenile, reproductive, senescence phase. Is this clear to all of you? Can all of you tell me? Okay. So, here what do we have? We have our radicle growing into root, right. Here we have our plumule growing into shoot. Okay. Then we have our juvenile phase, right, juvenile phase. Then we have our reproductive phase, okay, and then we might reach the senescence or the death of the plant, right, death of the plant. So, this is a complete growth of a plant, right, complete growth of the plant. Now, tell me, according to your, okay, let us say this is your starting stage of NEET 2024, you decided it like 1 month ago, okay. This is your mid stage, that means you have completed say 10 to 20 chapters out of the entire syllabus. Here you say you have completed around your 50 chapters, okay, and this is not death, okay, this is our growth. Here in your NEET 2024, this is your approach to your exams, right. Which phase are you, students? Which phase are you? Let us call it phase A, phase B, C, and your rising phase, okay, star phase. This is your rock star phase. Which phase are you in? Wow, juvenile phase. Let us call it A, B, C, D because A, B, C star phase. Okay, which phase are you in? Phase B. Wow, very good. Phase C, amazing. Okay, great. Okay, then students, all of you reply. Even if you are in the A phase, no one is going to judge you because you started it in the right time, right? Tell me how many of you are in which and all phases? A, B, C. Star phase means you have completed everything. Now, you are just waiting for attending mock papers. B phase, very good. Quickly, all of you reply. Interactive class should be, no? It's been long time that you saw me. So, you should be missing me and you should be also interactive and show me that, ma'am, we really missed you. We are very, very happy. Like, we are in the josh that you came. Oh, very good. Okay. Very good. Star phase people we have, right? Okay. So, these are the phases, right? This is your growth. Now, who is helping for you grow? Teachers are helping, parents are helping, friends are helping, right? We started I started an amazing, we started a Telegram channel and I noticed that each of you are helping each other so much. When someone is asking a doubt and I am busy, I am not able to reply, I have seen that you people help each other. So, that means what? Your friends are helping, parents are helping, right? Most of you are in the phase B. Okay, that means you have finished 20, 30 chapters and you are, continuously, you are not demotivating yourself, you are motivating yourself to get into C. So, this growth is what we are going to study in plants, okay. So, I am going to erase all this and I am going to write what your NCERT has, clear? Good to go, good to go. So, NCERT say that growth, okay, growth is irreversible. What did NCERT say? Growth is irreversible and a permanent change. Now, all of you tell me, okay, all of you tell me, okay, actually I am between A and B, we should make a phase between that also, no? That also, no, why, yes? Okay, students, so your NCERT is saying that plant growth or say any growth for that matter is an irreversible and a permanent change. What do they mean by irreversible permanent change? Now, you told me that, ma'am, I am in the phase B. If you do not, get proper coaching. If you're not attending classes every day, you're going to come back to phase A. Agreed? Yes or no? Yes or no, tell me students. If you do not have consistency, you're like sleeping. You'll be like sleeping today and you'll be like, it's okay tomorrow also. I have 5 months. What am I going to do in 5 months? Every day if I study, okay, every week if I study one chapter also, I'm going to finish. What's the big deal? Why are these people telling me that I cannot crack it in 5 months? Yes? Then you will think, okay, then you'll open the textbook and then you'll be like, today no need. Let me have nicely dinner. Okay, let me eat nice dinner. After that, definitely I'm going to get the motivation to study. I'm going to start studying. Then when you open the book, what happens? Because you ate too much of dinner, now you're feeling sleepy. Now this book will look like a sleeping pill. Then you'll be like, okay, I'll take 2 hours of power nap. Then I'll wake up and study. After power nap, what happens? Your body will be like, no, your nap is not over yet. I need more rest. So shut up and sleep, it will tell. So now you'll go to sleep. Correct? Agreed all of you? Agreed all of you? Is this your routine? Is this your routine? So now growth is happening. Reversible change is happening in our case. Agreed? But NCERT is telling, right? NCERT is telling growth is irreversible. That means if you go from A to B, you are not supposed to come back to A. Correct? It's not supposed to come back to A. So this is a irreversible and a permanent change. Okay? Got it? I'm going to ask questions from this. That's why I'm stressing on these 2 words. Okay? Right? Now, when we speak about growth, students, what and all do we talk about? What and all do we talk about? You have so many. No. Okay? If you people are very dedicated, I'm happy. Okay? Okay? If you're dedicated, very, very happy. Now, growth means what, students? Normally, growth means what? Increase in size, right? Increase in size. Okay? Increase in surface area. I'm just telling you just example. Okay. So all of this should be irreversible and a permanent change. Clear to all of you? Sad truth, ma'am. Okay. Is clear to all of you? Yes. Increase in size, mass, surface area, so many things we are going to study. Dry weight, you know, your fresh weight, all this you will study. As of now, understand, if something is irreversible and permanent, we'll call it growth. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? Yes or no? Yes or no? Now, tell me, growth can be, students, growth can be of 2 types. What can 2 types of growth be? It can be inside, that means inside a plant, cells are dividing and growth is happening. Or it can be outside, right? It can be outside. Now, normally when you look at a small plant, a small dicot plant, if you see a shoot, you will see that, okay, green color shoot has come. It's very tender. If you like push it, it might wilt. Correct. After some time when you see that plant, okay, or after 5-6 years you see that plant, it would have become, the stem would have become proper woody. Right? What is happening? Extracellular growth as well. So, synthesis of new material, right? Synthesis of new material. Synthesis of new material for the plant to grow, right? For the plant to grow can be intracellular. These are the lines from your NCERT, okay? It can be intercellular or extracellular. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? Yes, internal and external growth. In other words, you can tell internal or external growth. Okay? Yes, fine. So, synthesis of new plants can be inside or outside. So, that is called your intra and extracellular. Clear to all of you? Now, tell me, who is the cell that helps in all the division? Who is the cell that always actively ready to, like very, very active, all the time wants to divide? Who is that cell? Who is that cell? Tell me quickly. Very good, very good. Meristematic cell, right? So, this meristematic cell will do continuously actively dividing. Actively dividing, correct? Now, meristematic cells, what are they going to do? They are going to lead the growth, right? They are going to lead the growth. Now, in humans, students, can we, like in the sense, can I become like, say, like how, you know, from a seed to tree, how formation is happening, can we be like that? Like, because development is happening, can I have 2 hearts, 2 kidneys, 2 liver, like, you know, 2 kidneys are already there, 4 kidneys, okay? Can I have because of growth? Because I am growing. Now, say I am in, if I am in my 20s, when I become into my 30s, am I going to have 2 hearts? Am I going to have 4 years? No. But in plants, organs can multiply, right? You people are already imagining me like that. You're not supposed to do that, okay? You're not supposed to think of me with 4 years and all that and laugh, okay? So that means what? There is something called as open type growth and closed type growth, okay? Open type growth means whenever a plant is growing, okay? Whenever a plant is growing, that plant will be able to, okay? Open type growth means the organs are increasing, right? The organs are increasing in number, okay? Organs are increasing, right? These students are not at all okay, okay? You people are not supposed to make fun. People are not supposed to make fun about whom? Me, okay? So, open type means there is an increase in organs, okay? This is seen specifically where in plants, because we cannot do it, right? We cannot do it, okay? You people tell, no ma'am, my heart is broken because I got in my mock test 200 or 400. You'll be like, it's okay. I have open type of growth, ma'am. It's okay. One heart breaks means another heart will come, right? You cannot tell like that, right? But plants can tell. Plants do not have heart, but plants can tell that, oh, it's okay. My organs are going to keep multiplying, okay? I don't have to take tension. But we have what? We have closed type of growth. Closed type of growth, where we have limited, right? We are limited addition. We are limited. Everything has a limit, right? Limited growth. Okay, limited growth. Clear to all of you? Is this clear? These are, every single word is from your NCERT. Every single word, how much ever I am repeating it, is because questions can be asked. See, they could ask statement type questions, okay? Growth is a reversible and permanent change. Will you tell yes or no for the question? Is it true? Is it true? Growth is a reversible permanent change. Reversible permanent change. False. Yeah, what you people telling? Yes, ma'am. That is in your NEET preparation. For plants, it's not like that. It's irreversible. It's irreversible. Okay. Yes. Okay. Good. So it is an irreversible and a permanent change. Clear? Yes. Great. Okay. Now, students, when we talk about growth, right, when we talk about growth, there is one more thing that you need to know is that whenever, see now this is your cell, okay, this is your cell and there is protoplasm, right, this is a cell, this is protoplasm, okay. So, when we talk about real growth, that means what? Protoplasm is increasing, agreed all of you? Agreed all of you? Cell has to grow. That means what? Inside whatever content is there, that also has to grow. We have spoke about this when we spoke about respiration, when we spoke about the root, right? When we spoke about the root structure, we told you, right? Elongation happens, protoplasm increases. I think one student also asked me. So, students understand, this is a cell's initial stage, first stage. When the cell is going to the next stage, right? When the cell is going to the next stage, I should have drawn this, I will draw the cell smaller. So, this is our cell's initial stage when we saw the cell, okay, this is the protoplasm, okay, protoplasm will increase, right. When I talk about real growth, definitely the protoplasm is going to increase. Now, all of you tell me, is it possible for me to measure? Is it possible for me to measure easily this growth? So, this is the protoplasm, right? This is the cell, it has protoplasm. We are telling that it is going to undergo growth. Now, you people tell me, is it possible for me to measure this easily? Just looking into the microscope, I am looking at the cell. Oh, I saw this cell and then I saw this cell. After a few hours or say after few days, I saw the cell. I took the plant and I saw, then I am like, oh, protoplasm increased, this much protoplasm increased. No, very good, very good. It is difficult, right? It is difficult. So, I am not saying it's impossible, but I am saying what? I am saying the growth, measuring growth, right? Measuring growth is, okay, when I am trying to measure growth, it is not easy. It's not easy, but we have made different kind of systems or different kind of, tools to measure it. So, growth is measurable. Okay, growth is measurable, but real growth, okay, real growth, that means increase of your protoplasm, that growth is not easy to measure. Is this clear to all of you? Is this clear to all of you? Okay, if the question is asked, Can you measure growth? What is your answer? What is your answer? Not easy but measurable. Okay, but measurable. Clear? Again, NCERT question. Yes, very good. Fine. Now, students, I told you that I cannot determine this, but there should be techniques for me to determine this. Agreed, all of you? There should be technique. Okay. Now, the technique will be what? If I have to measure something, I will take some parameters, right? I am going to take some parameters, right? That parameters are going to help me measure growth. Okay. So, measurement of growth is going to depend, okay, or going to depend on increase. Please make a note of all this. These increase in fresh weight and dry weight. What did I say? Increase in fresh weight and dry weight. That means I know that the real growth cannot be measured easily, but I can take other parameters. How do I know that my student is preparing well? Because I know that they are attending the class daily, they are doing MCQs daily, they are updating me on my Telegram, they are asking me doubts. Parameters. I cannot microscopically measure, oh, today Subhashini studied for 5 minutes. That I cannot do. But I know on a graph that this kid is improving. Correct? Same way, parameters to increase or to check the growth. First one is increase in fresh weight and dry weight. Okay, all of you should write with me. Okay, increase in volume, increase in size, increase in surface area. I will give you examples for all of this. I mean, whatever is given in your NCERT. Clear? All of you are with me? All of you writing? I want all of you to write also, okay? Increase in cell number, okay? So, we wrote increase in fresh weight, volume, cell size, right? Size, surface area, okay? Cell number, right? Okay? And then the last one, increase in length, okay? Increase in length, okay? Increase in fresh weight, increase in volume, increase in cell size, increase in cell number, increase in surface area and increase in length. Clear to all of you? Okay. Now, let me tell you each of the points. Students, very, very important topic from your NCERT. This question can be asked in many different ways. When I do MCQs, you will understand. Okay, when I do MCQs, you will understand, oh, I ignore this and this is the type of question they ask. Okay. So, increase in fresh weight and dry weight. Students, what is dry weight? Your biomass with some liquid is your fresh weight, right? Biomass with water is your fresh weight. Now, if I drain the water out or I let the water go, that becomes your dry weight, right? Fresh weight is with the water, dry weight is without the water. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you, right? Okay. So, now example what? I can write fruits, right? Fruits. Agreed all of you? Fruits, can I tell? Okay. Now, increase in volume. Increase in volume, do I have to tell you people anything? Increase in volume, what? The volume has increased, right? Your density has increased. Okay, density has increased. That's all. Okay, so increase in volume. Clear? Then increase in cell size. Okay, increase in cell size. This is very important. Okay, here increase in here only increase in cell size. I'll write it cell size. This is an example that is given from your NCERT. Very nice example. Watermelon. Watermelon increases up to 3.5 lakhs times. What did I say? It increases up to 3.5 lakh times. Okay, 5 lakh times. That means when the watermelon started growing, all of you have seen, it looks so much. But when it reaches your home, how big is the watermelon? Very big, right? Very big. Okay, you can do gym exercise with that. That heavy it will become. That means what are they saying? That when we talk about increase in cell size, okay, increase in cell size, they have given the example of watermelon. Okay. Yes. Clear to all of you? Make a note of it right now. They could ask this as a direct question. How many times does watermelon multiply, or what is the cell size of watermelon? What is the multiplication rate of watermelon? So, watermelon up to 3.5 lakh times the cell size is going to improve. All of us know, nothing much to explain. Smaller watermelon, by the time it reaches to us, it becomes big. That means what? The cell is multiplying or cell is elongating. Everything it is undergoing, right? Okay, fine. Next one, increase in Surface area. Students, increase in surface area, very easy example. Now you saw this leaf, okay. After some time if you go see that leaf, it will be this big, right. Increase in surface area, okay. Yes, 3.5 lakhs exactly. Now, increase in cell number, okay, number of cells increase. This also your NCERT has given an amazing example, that is with maize. Example is about maize, okay. If you open your NCERT and see, you people can see, okay, there is RAM, root apical meristem. All of you write the full form RAM, root apical meristem, okay. Root apical meristem is, okay, is going to 17,500 per hour. What did I say? Per hour there is around 17,500 cells which are formed in maize. That is your RAM, that is your root apical meristem at the tip, right. Root apical meristem, all of you know, right. This is your root. At this portion, your apical meristem, there is a division or there is a formation. Number of the cells is going to be 17,500 per hour. Clear? All of you wrote this down? All of you wrote it down? These are the things that you will ignore when you are reading NCERT. Okay, these are the things that you will leave it out. You will be like, who is going to ask about this? But it's very important. Okay. No, we do not have, Karuna, we do not have transport in plants and mineral nutrients. Okay. Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. We do not have it, okay, because already I told you Times of India has released that it's going to be a lighter syllabus. So, definitely whatever they deleted, they are not going to add and be like, oh, it's lighter syllabus, right. It's going to be heavier, okay. So, that don't take tension. Now, you focus on plant growth and development. Let's focus on, you know, understanding every single line of NCERT. Clear? So, if you are throughout the session, I can assure you. Students, why there are no likes? Yeah, I told you whenever you people are joining my class, you have to tell attendance. Right, you have to put your attendance by liking the session. Quickly like the session, I want to see the numbers increasing. You will be like, ma'am, why are you asking for likes? If you like only, most students are going to get to know about this video, right. How much I am helping you, I want to help other students also, right. So, like the session and be a good student by telling that, ma'am, I am present in the class, I am going to give you a like. That is all, right. Okay, good job, good job, okay. Yes, so RAM understood. Root apical meristem is increasing around 17,500 cells per hour. Cells per hour, okay. Yes, fine. Now, increase in length. Students, increase in length, our example. Okay. Increase in length, example given by NCERT is the growth of pollen tube. What did I say? Growth of pollen tube, correct? Growth of pollen tube is the biggest, like the most easiest example for growth increase in length. Clear to all of you? Now, what did I teach you? What did I teach you? I taught you the parameters or the measurements of growth. Even though we cannot focus on the real growth where the protoplasm is increasing, how much it is increasing, every bit we cannot calculate. But looking at these factors, I can tell if a plant is undergoing growth or not, correct? Dry weight, fresh weight, volume, cell size, surface area, cell number, length, right. All of these are very, very determining factors, okay. Yes, I believe we can't like twice, okay. Do not like, you can comment twice, you can comment 10 times, okay. Yes, you can comment 10 times. So, that is possible, Sham. So, do not, okay, do not forget about that. Okay, do not forget about it. So, students, let us just go through NCERT. So, growth is regarded as one of the most fundamental, not required. Okay, here, look here. Growth can be defined as an irreversible permanent increase in size of an organ or its part. Okay, these two words are the most important words. Now, even of an individual cell, generally growth is accompanied by a metabolic process. Okay, that means what? Growth is accompanied by a metabolic process. Now, tell me, when growth is happening, will the metabolic activity be high or low? When growth is happening, will the metabolic activity be high or low? All of you quickly put the answer in the chat box. Okay, whenever metabolic activity is happening, there is going to be anabolic and catabolic. Okay, anabolic and catabolic reactions. Agreed? One breakdown is happening, one synthesis is happening. We studied this in respiration also, right? That's why we call respiration as an amphibolic pathway. Why? Because we cannot say that only breakdown is happening. We have to say that breakdown is also happening, synthesis also is happening. Very good. High. Correct? Students, those who are answering is the only students who are going to score high marks in this chapter. Okay, because every time you answer and be interactive in the class, you feel like, okay, I'm not in an online class, it's not boring, oh, it's too long, it's too drag, all this you will feel. Why? Because you're just looking at the screen and your brain is not working. Okay, so always type it, chat with the teacher, whatever questions have been asked. Okay, yes. So anabolic and catabolic pathway is happening and metabolic activity will be high, like you people told. Okay, that occur at the expense of energy. We know that for all of this we need ATP, that is what we were metabolizing in respiration, right? We were producing them. Now, therefore, for example, expansion of leaf is growth. How about, okay, now students, one question I have to ask you people. Okay, one second. Now tell me, this is just an instance, okay, this is an instance. You people have to tell me the answer. Okay, this is a wooden piece, okay, this is a wooden piece, okay, wooden piece. Now I dropped it, okay, I dropped it into a tub full of water. The wooden piece has swollen, okay, the wooden piece has undergone swelling. Now, will you call this growth? The wooden piece has undergone swelling, will you call this growth? Yes or no question? Yes or no? Will this, can I call this growth? Because wooden piece has got swollen when I put it in water. Now, can I call it growth? All of you tell me. If you answer this, that means you have understood the introduction. Okay, very good, very good. Good job. No ma'am, very good. Okay, is there no student is telling no? Yes, no, right? Yes. So, what happens if you notice in our homes also, if you have wooden doors, during rainy season you would have noticed that the door has got a little swollen, right? The road has got a little, why am I saying road, student? Door has got a little swollen, right? So, it will be difficult for you to close the door. Correct? Agreed, all of you? Have you noticed this? Have you noticed this? Imbibition is happening. Now, why I am not calling it a growth, or why you people are not calling it a growth? Because this is a reversible reaction. This is reversible and it is temporary. This is reversible and it is temporary. This is how your questions are going to be coming in your exams. Okay, they might give you an example like this and they will ask you, is it growth? Or they will ask you, is this growth? And if you are telling it's no, they might ask you some reasons for it. Okay, so assertion and reasoning they can ask out of this. Clear? It is an irreversible. Now, if I take this door out of the small wooden piece out of the water, keep it for drying, it is going to get back to its original position. So, agreed? Reversible. Permanent. If it was permanent, then how it would be reversible, right? So, it's a temporary change. Same question. One more example. One more what to tell? You know. Question from your NCERT itself. A person, okay, a person, this is a person, he was 60 kg when he started, right? When I know this person, he was 60 kg. Then he became 90 kg. He became 90 kg. This is the most beautiful human ever existing. Look at how beautifully I have drawn. Okay, so students, this person was 60 kg. Then later, after 2-3 months, the person has put on weight 90 kg. Is this growth? Is this growth? Can I tell that, oh, this person has, from the time I last time saw, this person grew? Can I tell this? You all have to assume this is a person and tell me, is this growth? No. Okay, great. Why only 2 people agree it's no? Other people tell you it's growth? No. Very good. Everyone reply, yes, very good. No, right? It's not growth. How is it growth? Because once this person goes to gym, right? Exercise has come. Right, exercise is less. Once this person goes to gym, this person is going to come back to the 60 kg or maybe he will even drop to 50 kg. So, do not think that growth means, oh, see, obesity is the thing, right? A person gets obese, that is what has happened here. Just because a person is obese, we do not tell that it is growth. Clear to all of you? Yes, it is reversible and it is temporary. Just that person has to get up and go to gym. Once after that, problem sorted. So, these kind of questions can come from your NCERT. Clear? Okay. Now, students, when we talk about growth, right, when we talk about growth in plants, okay, I have a very small question to all of you, Tell me, now, this is a leaf, okay, this is a leaf. I had put a tape here. This is also an activity from your this one. Now, the leaf, you can consider this as a plant also, okay, you please consider it as a plant also. Now, you tell me if the tape is going to be still there or the tape will have shifted. Tell me if the tape, okay, if the tape is in the A position or will the tape be in the B position. I put a tape when the leaf was small or when the plant was small, I put a tape. After that, after few months you went and checked, will the position be at A or be at B? All of you tell me, A or B? This is the position, maybe my diagram is not exactly right, so I will just draw it here. Initial position is B, okay, A, okay. All of you agree to A? That means, are you saying that the tape would have shifted? So, students who are telling A, they are telling that ma'am, the tape would have shifted onto the top, okay. Those who are telling B, they are telling no ma'am, the tape would be wherever you stuck. So, no one for B, all of you for A? Okay, great, fine, okay. Now, I will tell you, all of you who told A, you are wrong, okay. So, you are wrong. Students, understand, whenever growth happens, right, whenever growth happens, it is not going to be a uniform growth. What did I say? The growth is not going to be uniform. Is it necessary that the leaf has to grow this way only? Same way a plant. You cannot change now, okay. If you told A, you cannot tell B now because I told it is wrong. Not fair, okay, not fair game, okay. So, students, it is not a uniform growth, right, it is not a uniform growth. So, and also if you people know that apical, at the tip it will be growing, right, the leaf is going to grow like this, the position of the tape is not going to change, maybe it would have shifted a little here and there, but because the growth is not a uniform change, the tape is still going to be here. So, all of you who told A is wrong, okay, all of you, I mean every one of you are wrong, okay, only Rao he changed now after I told, okay. So, yes. So, what do I have to say about this? This is an activity, students. Again, this activity could be asked and a NEET question could be asked out of it, okay. Now, what did I say? Growth is not a uniform, it is not uniform, okay. It is not uniform, okay. And when we talk about growth, tell me, okay, when we talk about growth, tell me what is the main thing that we talk about growth? We talk about the root and the shoot, right. So, if a seed is there, we say that, oh, it is growing because we are able to see shoot and root. So, when I talk about growth, I have to talk about two people, Ram and Sam. Who are these two heroes? Who are these two people? Tell me, who is Ram and Sam? Who is Ram and Sam? Do you people know them? First time you are hearing? They are brothers. Wow, amazing, amazing. Students, Ram and Sam is not brothers. They are root apical meristem. Root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. They are the main reason, right? They are the main reason for development, right? They are the main reason for development. You people are only laughing at your own jokes, nice, okay. So, they are the main reason for development. All of you agree? Shoot, if here it has to grow, that is because of your root apical meristem, they will be present at the tip, they will be present at the apical. So, they will allow for the growth. Same way shoot apical meristem, it will be here, right? Plumule will give rise to shoot. So, there shoot apical meristems are there. So, when we talk about growth, we have to talk about these two people. Got it? Sam and Ram. Okay, you have to remember them. And when we talk about growth, students, other thing that you need to remember is growth is not a definite, right? You cannot tell when it is going to stop growing. So, it is an indefinite, right? It is a indefinite or indeterminate, right? Growth is indefinite or indeterminate. We have used this word when we spoke about cymose and racemose inflorescence. All of you remember? All of you remember? Yes? Yes or no? Right? Yes. Okay, we remember that. Fine. Same way, when we talk about, say, growth of plant, okay, when we talk about growth of plant, you have to remember these two words also, indefinite and indeterminate. Same way, students, you have to also remember about your meristems. That means there is one meristem that is helping in increase in length, okay, increase in length. Same way, there is another meristem which is helping in girth, right, girth of the tree. All of you understood? All of you understood girth of the tree? So when we talk about meristems, right, when we talk, one second, students, I am going to erase this and write it on the top. Okay. So, look here, this is what your diagram is from your NCERT, shoot apical meristem and your root apical meristem. Now, I will tell you about secondary and primary and secondary. Okay, we will just shift this to the, we will write it here. Whom are we going to remember? Ram and Sam. Okay. Okay. So, what did I say? When we talk about growth, you have to remember about two things. You have to remember about primary growth and secondary growth, right. So, primary growth and secondary growth. Now, what did I tell about primary growth? What did I tell about primary growth? That means length is increasing, right? Length is increasing, okay. So, here we are mainly focused on the length and this is highly seen in your monocots and dicots, okay, dicots. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? When you talk about growth, understand there are two types, okay, there is a primary growth and there is a secondary growth. These things you would have studied in your 10th standard, 8th standard and all. So, in primary growth, we are only focused on increasing the length, right, growing taller, okay. Why did they tell you to drink Complan? They told you, no, drink Complan, you will become taller, drink Horlicks, you will have, I don't know what is the ad about, but yeah, you will have some nutritional, you know, improvement in your diet, correct. So, they used to always focus Complan with your primary growth. It is what? Increase in length. You will become 5 inch, 6 inch. Okay? Yes. Now, when we talk about secondary growth, what were we talking about? We are talking about Horlicks, Bonvita. They used to tell, they used to not tell about the height. They used to tell about the strength. Right? So, here we talk about the girth. We talk about the girth, and where is this actually happening? In the lateral side, right? If a tree has to increase, now I am the tree, this side has to grow, right, lateral side, okay. So, that here we can also call them as a lateral growth, lateral growth. Clear to all of you? Oh yeah, boost is the secret of my energy, that was told, yes, correct, okay. So, students, this is increase in girth, okay, this is increase in girth. Now, in this only, okay, in this is mainly seen, in dicot. What did I say? Secondary growth is mainly seen in dicot. Have you seen grasses which are this thick? Have you ever seen grasses which are this thick? No, right? You have always seen grasses are taller, right? Taller, they are very tall and long. They are not increased in girth. Okay, so this is mainly, secondary growth is mainly seen in your dicot, which you will study in your anatomy. So, under dicot, you have your vascular cambium. Right, you have your vascular cambium. Clear to all of you? Okay, vascular cambium and your core cambium. So now look at this diagram, you will understand why they have written vascular cambium. Yes, is this clear to all of you? Okay. So when we talk about growth, we have to talk about Ram and Sam, who are brothers. They are root apical meristem and shoot apical meristem. These people are going to help with the complete growth of a plant from a seed, okay, from a seed, okay. And growth is of two types, primary and secondary growth. Primary growth depends on the length, right, complan, okay, complan length, okay. This is mainly seen in monocot and dicot. There are dicot plants also which are taller, right. And when we talk about secondary growth, what are we thinking about? Boost, Horlicks, Bonvita, right? They are helping us what? To increase in girth, right, to increase in girth. So that is seen mostly in dicot, that is your vascular cambium and cork cambium. Clear to all of you? Yes, good job. Okay. Now we will see what is your NCERT saying. So students, here plant growth is unique because plants retain the capacity for unlimited growth throughout their life. Can we do that? Do we have unlimited growth? Okay, now that say you are in your 17, you are 16, 17, 18, can you grow like continuously keep growing? No, right? Our growth is limited, but in plants what is happening? Unlimited growth. Now this ability of plant is due to the presence of meristem, okay, the presence of meristem. The cells of such meristem have the capacity to divide and self-perturate, okay. The product, however, soon loses the capacity to divide, and such cells make up the plant body. There are cells who will lose, okay, that I will teach you when you talk about phases of growth. Do not worry now. Right now just try to understand. Yes, Abdul, just ask your doubt. You do not have to tell me, ma'am, I have a doubt. Just ask your doubt, okay. It should be a doubt related to the chapter, otherwise please we do not entertain, okay. Yes. So students, they divide, okay, and the product, however, they at some point they will lose the capacity, right, at some point they will lose the capacity, fine. And such cells make up the plant body. This form of growth wherein, okay, this form of growth wherein new cells are always being added. This where new cells are always being added to the plant body by the activity of meristem is called as open form of growth. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? This is why we do not have 2 heart, 4 kidneys, you know, many organs. We do not have all of that, right? Why? Because we have limited growth, or we say that closed type of growth, okay. This word is very important, open form of growth. So growth can be again 2 types, open and closed. Open is seen in plants where new cells are continuously being added, okay. Closed is in animals where it is a limited set, new cells are not formed in such a way that it will end up forming new organs. Clear? Yes. What would happen if the meristem ceases to divide? What would happen, students, if something stops, like especially the core person who is going to help in all this division, if they stop to divide, what is going to happen? Growth is going to stop, right? At one point it is going to stop. Okay. Now this one, growth is measurable. I already told you all the main points. This is how your it is written in your NCERT, okay. In your NCERT, how they have written, see, increase in the amount of protoplasm is not very easily measurable, okay. We cannot measure it directly. One general, how do we measure it otherwise, okay. So here, see, you can start from here, increase in fresh weight and dry weight, okay, length, area, volume and cell number. This is how you will increase it. Depending on that, they have given examples of, here you can see maize is given, okay, here watermelon is given, okay. Every single thing I have dealt with, okay, and here your growth of pollen grains for length. Clear? I always add NCERT to make sure that if in case I have missed any points, I will be able to deliver. Like when I see, no, oh, this point was missed. That is why I always put NCERT. Clear to all of you? Clear? Same way with your surface area also, leaf size will be increasing. The lamina will keep increasing in size, okay. Yes. Clear? Yes or no? Yes, fine. Students, I have one more question to all of you. Now, there is a plant, okay, there is a plant. Same question in different pattern, okay. There is a plant, I am putting a tape here, okay, I am putting a blue tape here. There is leaf, okay. Now, you people think and tell me, now that you understood more about growth, okay, more about growth. Yes, very good. Okay, more about growth. You people tell me, is the blue tape going to move? Think about your Ram, Sam, everyone, and tell me, is the blue tape going to shift its position? Is it going to be here or is it going to be here? B or A? B or A? Again I am asking you same question, that time we dealt with leaf. Now I am asking you in the case of a plant, because now you understood more about growth. Tell me all of you, is it going to be A or is it going to be B? Just put A and B. Just put A and B. A, okay. Ammu, A. Tanishq, B, okay. Good job. Tell your answers, no problem. Tell your answers. Just understand and let me know. Okay. Maybe I will make this plant a little more smaller. Okay. Sorry students, yes. Yes. Yeah, that's why I made it smaller now. So, plant, this is the first stage, now the plant is in this stage, okay. So, tell me, is it A or B? Okay, Aishwarya, Subhashni, okay, A. Some of you are in A, some of you are in B. Shall I tell you the answer, or is there anyone to answer more? Is there anyone to answer? Students, slight shift is going to happen, slight shift. I did not say that it is going to go from A to B. Slight shift is going to happen. Like the way I spoke about leaf, I also am repeating again to all of you, growth is not very uniform. Growth is not so uniform that this tape will shift like this because the height of the plant increase. Okay? Okay? So, most of you understood, some of you are still telling B. So, I am explaining it to those of them who told B. Students, growth is not going to be uniform. Say it is in a leaf, say it is in a plant, okay. Slight shift is definitely going to happen. Some shift might happen, okay. From here to maybe this much distance could happen, but not to such a state, because it is not something that we are pulling, right. We are not pulling that. If we say it's a spring, or say if it is something very elasticy, we are pulling it. We know that if the tape was put here, because of the pull, the tape is going to come here. That's not the case in plant. All the cells will not be dividing in a uniform pattern. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? Okay, this is what your activity says. This is again a single line from your NCERT, but this might come as a question later. Okay, now we will go into the most important topic of the chapter, phases of growth. Okay, what did I say? Phases of growth. Clear? Till this any doubt you have? Till this any doubt you have, students? If you have any doubt, please feel free to ask. Okay, no doubt, right? No doubt. Okay, students, whenever we talk about phases of growth, I want all of you to remember your root. All of you remember root. Okay. Yes. Okay, students. Yes. So, students, here phases of growth, okay, phases of growth, we will just do phases of growth. So, it is mainly three things, okay, three things, okay. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? Yes. So, students, when we talk about phases of growth, three things I will just introduce, okay. Meristematic, okay, meristematic, elongation and maturation. Okay, these three things are the phases of growth. Okay, phases of growth. So, whenever you are thinking about phases of growth, you are going to connect it with roots. You are going to connect it with roots. Remember whatever we studied about meristematic, elongation, your maturation, same thing only here also we are going to study. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? Students, I am going to end the session right now. Okay, end the session right now. There is some surprises that's going to come. Okay, so I'm going to end the session right now. We will do this from here tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow we will do part 2. Do not worry. And I'm also taking a session at 8 o'clock today for special class. Do not forget to join special class NCERT lines. Okay, NCERT lines on respiration. Okay, on respiration at sharp 8 o'clock. So do not forget to join. We will keep it as short as possible, so that we will be completing plant physiology. Clear to all of you? Clear to all of you? So do not go anywhere. Wait, okay? Wait. Yes. Okay, I am going to end the session here. Tomorrow, second part, we will start phases of growth. From here, we will try to complete as much as possible. Okay, we will try to complete the whole chapter if possible tomorrow. Okay, because I don't want to take it in many classes. Okay, students? Yes. No, this will happen in special class, dear. Respiration. Okay. Yes. Okay, students? Yes, I will clear all your doubts tomorrow. Do not worry. We were going to start from this phase. We are going to start from here. All your doubts will be dealt. Okay, students? Clear to all of you? I am going to end the session here. Tomorrow, second part, we will complete the chapter. We will do how much ever possible tomorrow. Okay, students? See you all. Take care. Bye. Okay, stay tuned.